For the next 4 months, I will be meeting with and in dialogue with the residents of the 11 cities of the 13th Congressional District: Harper Woods, Grosse Pointe City, Grosse Pointe Farms, Grosse Pointe Shores, Grosse Pointe Woods, Grosse Pointe Park, Detroit, Ecorse, River Rouge, Lincoln Park, and Wyandotte. And I'll be asking them to allow me the privilege and the honor of representing them in the United States Congress. I've decided to step up to the challenge that our community faces because my 31-year experience, I guess I should say my 28-year experience as an entrepreneur in the TV business, has taught me the importance of small businesses, job creation in a community, as well as the importance of not quitting, but persevering and not stopping. I've decided to step up because my 31 years as a Christian minister and my 11 years as a senior pastor have taught me to feel the pain and understand the needs of working people, struggling people, poor people, hurting people, and to take action in response to those needs. I've decided to step up because my years as founder of FEBA, the Fellowship of Israel and Black America, and as chairman and CEO of the National Religious Broadcasters, taught me how to build bridges and work with people from different backgrounds on a national and international level. I've decided to step up because I was blessed by the Lord to have a tremendous, wholesome, balanced, and healthy family upbringing with the best mom and dad anyone could ever have. My parents afforded me a life where I've lived in Africa for years, I've lived in Europe for years, I lived in Georgia and Mississippi in the mid-1960s. I graduated from high school in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. How many people do you know that look like me with a background like that? Or at least that diverse. I really say all this for you to know that I know what diversity is. I understand the differences of people. And yet we can work, live, laugh, love, and dream together. I know what it feels like to be an American exchange student in Germany and be the only American in the entire town. I've decided to step up because I've traveled to Israel many, many times. I've personally met with the last 4 prime ministers of Israel privately. I've also met just 4 months ago with the Palestinian leadership in the Middle East while I was there. I understand the differences among people, and yet I feel very comfortable working within this environment as a peacemaker. I traveled to the beautiful Muslim country of Jordan. I traveled to Kiev, Ukraine, and met with the president of their country. I traveled to Ethiopia recently and experienced what it was like to sit in a hut, and I'm not a coffee drinker, and drink coffee with those who live in a truly grassroots level, where all their lives they live with no running water, no electricity, yet they live in peace and satisfaction. But I also traveled to South Africa in 1988, when Nelson Mandela was still in prison. I experienced extreme poverty. I was there in Soweto. I saw the ugly, damnable policy of apartheid up close. I was there. I saw that bigotry, hatred, and racism as a national policy. I saw what it looks like. I saw it up front and personal. I decided to step up because my life experiences have molded me for this moment of much needed change and transition for Greater Detroit. Now, let me say that I don't pretend to have a perfect record, because I don't have a perfect record. I have had failures in my life. I know the pain and the humiliation of failure. I know what it feels like. I know what it tastes like. I know what it smells like to hurt and disappoint people because of my wrong decisions. As a father, a husband, a leader. No, I don't have a perfect record. But neither do I shy away from the ups and downs, the bumps and bruises that anyone is bound to experience during 3 decades as a business owner and more than 3 decades as a husband and a father. In recent years, eyebrows have raised, and I've been criticized for daring to cross the aisle, to attend events sponsored by Republicans, to rub shoulders with Republicans, and even to speak to Republican groups on occasion. I accepted these invitations not because I was a Republican, because I've never been a Republican, not even a closet Republican. But I accepted these invitations because I believe in sharing my beliefs and opinions with everyone, and because the bridge building process that is part of who I am is frankly second nature to me. But make no mistake, and let me be very clear for whoever wants to hear it, I am a Democrat. I joined the party. I paid the dues. I wonder if some of you have that same testimony. Join the party. Pay the dues. If you claim to be a Democrat, join the party and pay the dues. I believe in the ongoing partnership between labor and management. And I know that this give and take relationship, that the vigilance, or I should say, the vigilance that our labor unions and management together built the American middle class, and it was built right here in Greater Detroit.